everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I just lost my voice here. You talk.
We better find it quick. We have a whole hour ahead of us.
I know. Welcome to Tuesday night knit chat. My name is Noelle, and this is my friend
Kelly.
And we are coming to you from Southwestern Ontario, Canada. And today is, we're almost at
December the 10th.
2 weeks till Christmas.
December the 10th. Yes.
I know, tomorrow, 2 weeks to Christmas. Hard to believe. It seems like we were just here last year, and now it's like,
I know. How did it just get here so quickly?
I don't know. And how come I'm still stressed when we did that Advent pre thing? How come I'm still stressed? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I knew I would be up to date, and I would just stress myself out with other things. But
well, it's because I think we took more things on. That would be the reason why, right?
Could be. Anyway,
it's cold here. It's dry. I have dry lips.
I was actually out today. I actually had to go get my stitches out. I actually didn't think it was that cold out.
No.
But you get really hot when you have to hop everywhere. So.
Yes.
But anyway, yep. So the stitches came out. It's looking good. It's still another 4 weeks with no weight on it. But, he said, do what you're doing, because I've not hardly had it down at all. He's really happy with how it's healing. Good. So, yep.
Good.
I just have to be patient, which is not one of my finer, stronger suits.
It's not a virtue that you possess. No, for sure.
No. So, but anyway, we are glad that you are all here.
Yes.
Hope you've been knitting up an Advent storm, if that's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, I hope you're doing what you do want to do. But yeah, I've been having fun with the Advent things. Again, it just seems like more and more things just keep getting added to the pile of things that I want to get done. So we'll see how it goes.
And I've never been a December Adventer, and I'm deep in there. So yeah, it's just how it happened.
Yep.
Wanted to say hello to Mary and Susie, who kicked off the tailgate party today. They were in here first. And also to Crystal, who's from Nova Scotia, which is my old stomping grounds. And I saw some chatter in here. Gail is chatting about how she's a fan of Cape Breton music. And I have to say, even though I have not lived in Nova Scotia for quite a number of years, you can take the girl out of Nova Scotia, but you cannot take Nova Scotia out of the girl. And that is just, that is a true fact. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start?
I don't even know. You know what? I had the whole day to get ready. I don't know. Before we get too deep into it, how about if we update what the rest of our month looks like? So
okay.
This is a Tuesday, December the 10th. And we have one more Tuesday lined up for you, which will be December the 17th. After that, we will be moving to Sundays for the rest of the month, namely the 22nd and the 29th. And the 29th is our annual pajama party. So that means you all are to attend in pajamas. We won't get to see you, but you'll see us in ours and maybe an elf hat or two as well. But yeah,
I do have pajama bottoms on right now.
Do you?
Yes. They look really nice with my sweater.
I bet. So that is, so we had to take a little divergence from our normal Tuesday night because, of course, Christmas Eve falls on a Tuesday and New Year's Eve. And I really would not expect anybody to give up their time on those two nights to spend with us, and nor are we going to give up our time to do this as well. So we're going to move to Sunday night because that seems to work really well for quite a number of people. So we look forward to that. I will be next Tuesday. I will be in BC. I will be there for the rest of the month. Oh.
Okay. So what?
Did you not? Okay. Never mind. It sounded like you didn't hear what I was saying. And I'm wondering, are we glitching or are we still going?
Well, I'm having a hard time hearing what you're saying. I don't know what you said. What did you say?
Oh, I was saying that next Tuesday I'll be in BC. And
oh yeah.
Okay.
No, you were cutting in and out.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Do we have any questions this week to address?
Yes, a couple. Okay, first of all, the one question was about where I get the tags like this that I put on my
Okay.
sweater. And I order them from Brick Bubble. I will put that in the show notes. It's brickbubble.ca. They have some that are already made in order. You can also design your own. You can also pick from some of the templates that they have. And it does take a few weeks by the time they get them done. And honestly, they're in Canada, so I don't know right at the moment about shipping, but you can certainly go in and take a look at the website. So that was first. And then we talked last week about, we've got lots of socks in our sock knit along, but there was lots of people that aren't necessarily familiar with how to add a project to our thread in Ravelry. So what I did was I actually went through Google, Bobble, not Bobble, Google. I went through Google to find a tutorial on setting up a project page in Ravelry. And I found a really good one by Very Pink Knit. So that will be linked in the show note. Now from there, I'm going to show you, once you've got a project set up, how you can enter it into one of our Makealong threads. Okay, now if you do it that way, if you have a Ravelry project page set up and you put your project pictures into that Ravelry project page, to go in and put it into one of our threads costs nothing. If you go into our thread and you pull a picture from outside of what you've got in your Ravelry projects, then you're actually going to have to pay them a fee or something for, I think it's a yearly fee or something. I've never done it. I've always set up projects and entered it from there.
Same.
Okay.
I did pay that one time, I think, and I'm not even sure why I did that. And I think it was $5. I don't know if it still is, but this would encourage you to set up project pages. If nothing else. Yes. Because then you can add in for free.
Yes. So like I said, I will link the Very Pink Knits tutorial that shows you how to set up a Ravelry thread. And I will go in now and I will show you, once you've got that set up, how you would go about posting it into a thread in our group. So, okay. So this is when you open up your Ravelry project or your Ravelry account, you can go over here and you can see your notebook. So let's just take a look. Once you've done that and set up projects, you can go into your projects and it will bring up all of the projects that you've put in there, along with any pictures that you've put in there that pertain to your particular project. Okay. So if you want to go and you're going to put it into a group, if you go over to this community tab here, okay, and then you go down and you hit groups, it'll show you the groups that you are a member of. So if you go in there and you're not a member of, you can search a group in here. Our group is Knits and Pieces. And then you can actually, let's see if I put something in here and I can show you how you would join a group. I just typed in knitting just to see what would come up. There's a whole bunch of groups here. If I want to join one, I can just go into this. And when I go into that group, I can hit this, join this group. So if you're not in our group, you would go in and you would do that. Okay. So I'm going to go back now and assume that you are in our group. I'm going to go back to groups. And here's what our group logo looks like right here, Knits and Pieces. So you're going to hit that and that will bring you up to the page that's our specific group in Ravelry. So when you look at that, it gives you all the members are listed here. And then when you go down, all of our threads are listed.
Stop right there for a second. If you'll notice, our sock along FOs are at just shy of 3,800. Okay. Remember we talked last week about the possibility of being able to get to 4,000 pairs of socks this year.
By the end of the year,
200 pairs away, friends. 200 pairs away. Okay, carry on.
Okay. So in what we've got in here, these ones that are up at the top that kind of have this little sticky note are the ones that are pretty much current. So you can see we've got our Advent Makealong finished objects, Unselfish Knitter finished objects, and then the Sock Along finished objects. Okay, the way I'm going to post something just into one of the chatter threads because I don't want to mess up the finished objects, but you would do the exact same thing if you were posting into one of the FO threads. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go into this year-long sock along chatter. So you just pull up the thread that you're working on. Now, the way I do it, I always go just to the top. of one of the pages, right? And then up here, you don't necessarily have to be on the first page. You can see here I'm on page 56, but you don't have to be on the first page. You're going to hit reply to thread. Okay, so when I bring that up, I get this little discussion box here. And now I can go in and I can post something in here. So if you want to post a picture from one of your projects, this little toolbar along here, if you go to this one here, it says image, just hit that. Okay, so now here at the top, it says use an image from the web, but that's what we don't want to do because they're going to charge you money for that. But if you go down here and you say use a project or a stash photo, just hit that. It will bring up the latest photos that you have put into any of your projects that you've got set up. So this first one, if it's not in there, I can just keep going to older photos until I get to the one that I want. Okay. So once I do that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the photo that I want. Okay. It'll show me the photo. Okay. And now up here, I'm just going to, if it's not the one you want, you can put cancel and go back. If it is the one you want, you can just put use this photo. So once you do that, it switches it kind of to your computer lingo that's telling the site what to post, but don't worry about that. And then you can, you know, go underneath here and you can type what you want. So let's say I'm just going to type in Advent socks. Okay. Now you can preview what it's going to look like before you post it. So I'm going to go to preview here and see what my post is going to look like. So there I can see, and under there I can see where it says Advent socks. So I'm going to close that. That's what I want. And I'm going to put post reply. And then it's entered into our page. It's got your Ravelry name over here. And you've got the picture of the finished object here. And that's all that you have to do in order to get that in there. So.
And that's right. Julia is saying where you were clicking on everything for your photos. If you specifically knew the name, like if they were the socks, you could type in the name of your socks. And then those pictures specifically would come up for you to choose from. Okay. Well, hopefully that's helpful to those of you that are wanting to participate and technology was holding you back. We don't want anybody held back. We want to get to those 4,000 pairs.
That's right. So. Okay. And what we will do with this episode too is in the name of it, we will put add a project to a discussion thread so that in the future, if you want to go back and look at that, we'll have it marked so that you know where to go back and look at it.
Yes, absolutely. Great idea.
Okay. I hope that helps. Okay, so that was all the questions that I had. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, so should we move on to what we're wearing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. I will go first. Okay. I am wearing the Wilfreda by Venkarold. And this is a pattern or a sweater that I made. I think I made it last year, and it's holding two yarns together. I'm holding Holst Super Soft in a light silver gray, and I'm holding it with a dark variegated mohair from Leo and Roxy, which was called Wallpaper. And so it's actually the mohair that is giving the pattern to this. The base yarn is a solid color. So I do have a couple of pictures here, just so you can see close up. I like the pattern. I would go so far as to say it could be the new ranunculus because it does knit up very much like a ranunculus, but it does look like it has this sort of sideways cabled braid. It's not knit sideways. It's very, very easy to do. It's very fast because it's a DK weight and you're knitting it on big needles. And it's just, it's a really pretty sweater. I've seen it done a few ways. And I think, Noelle, you did it. And did you not do yours with mohair? You used something else.
No, I used the Knitting Lofts
Care.
Yep.
Okay.
And it was black. So even I like it, but even the black is kind of hard. It's hard to see the design. I would like to do it again in something that really showed off the cable design at the top of it. So,
yeah. Okay.
Okay, and I am wearing the Mimi. This is by Trico Designs MCL, and I can't remember exactly when I did it. As soon as we found the Holstgarn Lucha, that's when I did it.
I know.
This is knit in Holstgarn Coast in the color Saffron, and it's held with Holstgarn Lucha in the color Papaya. Mm-hmm. So I do have a couple of pictures. Oh, not that one. That is not it. This is it. Okay. This sweater was really nice to knit. The gauge is 18 stitches. So I think I did it on a 4.5 millimeter needle, and I really like it. The fabric is so nice. The Lucha and the Coast combined just makes an absolutely beautifully soft fabric. And I really love this little ruffle at the top. And it was quite easy to do. Her patterns are very well laid out, very well written. And I don't think I changed too much. I think I changed the way that I did the ruffle just to eliminate one step. But I mean, it's pretty easy to do it the way that she has said it to, but I just wanted to eliminate one step that I didn't think I really needed to do. And all that was kind of dividing it out onto 2 needles, because one needle was for your ruffle and the other needle was for your underneath, or the balance of the garment. So yeah. And actually, you know what? I think this combination of the Lucha and the Coast would actually make a really nice Wilfreda.
Oh, it probably would. For sure it would.
So
that's a great idea. I was looking at mine today because I moved it. I was doing a little Christmas decorating here behind me, and I had that yarn sitting there, and I moved it, and I thought, I really need to get this on needles. I really do. I just have to find a sweater that I like.
It is. It's beautiful yarn. It is. It really is. And it feels like it's so light. Like I think it was 3.8 skeins of the Lucha, which are 25 gram skeins. So that's not even 100 grams. And I think it was a little over 2 cakes of the Coast, which again is like 100 grams. So the whole sweater only weighs like 200 grams.
Yeah, it's very light. It's very fluffy. So Isabel says she's wearing her Wilfreda tonight too. And Becky is knitting. I think she's really close to being done. She's knitting one in a red from Rios. And
that would be nice.
It's really pretty. It's a beautiful holiday sweater. And I was thinking about that when I went upstairs to get dressed tonight, to think, well, what should I wear? I haven't worn this one in a while. And I have yet to make a red sweater. Yet to make one. Always wanted one. Have yet to make one. Red is a hard color. It's a really hard color to find a good. I think for me, it needs to be either a true blue red or like an orangey red. And it's hard to find a good red. It's really hard. Okay.
Do you have any finishes?
I do. I have, well, there are 4 things finished, but 3 of them are the same thing. So we'll call it 2 finishes.
Okay. I have 2.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. First one is my bauble. So this is the one that I had started on last week. And this is the Offset Twists Bauble from 12 More Days of Baubles, Part 3 by Stacey Lewis.
Such a creative name.
So this one, you can see there are cables in it, and it goes from like a bigger cable down into a smaller cable. And this is done in a Corriedale hand spun that I did probably close to one of my first spins, but I really, really like it and really like how it gradiates. And it was
perfect. I like that green bit right in the middle.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So anyways, these again are so much fun to do. I find that I knit tighter than what the pattern calls for. So I always find that doing these, I need to add more rows in this middle section here. But most of the designs are really easy just to incorporate a few more rows into them. So you actually knit kind of like this little turtleneck for the bauble first. That's how it starts off. You get this little turtleneck. Then you go into increasing. You knit basically down till you've just got a few rows left. You actually have to stick the bauble in, and then the last 3 rows are done right when you have the bauble in the design. So those rows are just a little bit tricky because they're a little bit tight, but you only have to do 3 rows that are like that. And then it closes up really nice at the bottom just with a thread through, pull, and tighten. And yeah, Ross still has to make a few more little tags for these with the year on them. And yeah, so that's all done, ready to go for Christmas. Have my little trees that are decorated with all the handmade ornaments that I make that then I'll get given away at Christmas. But I get to enjoy them for a while first, so that's nice.
Yes, very nice. Okay. I finished my indoorsy socks. There we go. And these are going to be a gift for Kendall.
Yeah, they're pretty. Really pretty.
So cozy. I'm really going to struggle to give these ones away. I'm not going to lie. They feel amazing. And I keep, I had to keep trying it on to make sure it was going to fit her. And I'm like, I don't want to give these away. I don't want to give these away. But they're really beautiful. So this is a pattern by Sonder Yarn Company. It's a free pattern, by the way, too. And not only is it a free pattern, did I keep, just a moment, did I keep, oh, I can't switch the brand again. So frustrating. Okay. I had a picture in there and I'm wondering if it's still there. Because it shows 3 different, nope, it isn't even there. I took it out. Okay, sorry. There. So in the free pattern, you actually get 3 variations of the sock. This is the plain sock. Then there's also a plain sock with a rolled top, and then there's a ribbed sock. Now I did change it up a little bit because I substituted the heel flap, which was just a plain knit heel flap. I substituted it for a knit one, slip one, which is what I like to do. And then I did change the toe of the pattern as well. And I did my rounded toe recipe and I decreased that down to 20 stitches. So 10 on the front, 10 on the back. And then I eventually graphed my way off. So this is like a DK sock. And what I used for it, I had a 50-gram ball of this. This is by Premier Yarns. It's their Serenity sock. Now, I don't think that the colorway is available anymore, but I still think that they make this sock yarn, which is a really, really nice sock yarn, by the way, too. And then I held that with, so I had, trying to remember how much I used. Well, that's what I had left from a 50-gram ball of that. And then I used, hold on one moment. I have it all here. I thought I wrote it down, but I have it right here. Just one second. So of the sock yarn, I used 36 grams. And then of the mohair, I used 20 grams. This was a 25-gram ball. And then this also was a little 25-gram ball. And I used 12 grams of it. So it's a very efficient use of some small bits of yarn if you have them. You could have made these scrappy too, but they went together really nicely. And they are so, so cozy on your toesies.
I think I might make a pair of those for my first socks that I can actually wear after 4 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, they're really nice. It's just it's a really nice pattern and fast. I didn't work on these very much this week, but I think the first one I knitted up in just a little bit more than a day because I was really excited to see it come together. There's only 52 stitches on here, and this is for an adult sock for like a lady's 8.5. So that's finish number 1.
Okay. My next finish is another pair of socks. So those ones are for Isla, and let's take that down so we don't get it mixed up. But these ones are just a kid sock. This is a 52 stitch sock, but it's a fingering weight yarn, 2.25 millimeter needle. Isla probably wears about a kid size 12. So what I do is I go and look at the Craft Yarn Council's website, and it gives you like a length of a foot in relationship to what size they're wearing. So then I just take that measurement and go to that measurement. So this is West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the colorway Vintage Tinsel. And it just comes out as a really nice self-striping yarn. In this particular one, I actually really lucked out. You can see there, I ended up with the blue at the tip of the toe, and it's blue at the top of the next sock. So I really didn't have to pull very much off to do these. So that is child pair number 6 done. So I have the 11 adult pairs done. This is child pair number 6. I have one more Zoe's. I have Zoe's left to do, but Zoe is so warm all the time. She hardly ever wears them. I'm actually thinking I might just do her shorties, and maybe she might even wear those.
Yeah, maybe.
She might even wear those. So I think that I will do that. But yeah, and her size is pretty much, she doesn't have very big feet either. Her feet are pretty much just the same size as Isla's. So I might just do her a little pair of shorties. But I mean, I think we've talked about this for the last little while. Like, I really love the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn.
It's on sale at Wool Warehouse right now.
Oh, is it? Yeah, but they have no shipping.
I know, we have no shipping. I'm saying that for countries that have shipping right now. If they're interested, anyway. I got an email today, and some of the colors that they're discontinuing, I think there were 3 or 4 of them that are on for a really good deal. A really good deal. Yeah. And that colorway that you have looks really good with your sweater.
Yeah, it does.
There's an orange in there. It looks really nice.
Well, it's actually red, but it's a reddy orange.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, so those are done. So yay. And look how cute they look with the little baby ones.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and people have asked me, I should say that too. That was another question, was these little sock blockers. So these little sock blockers, that's actually the way it goes. They're kind of for newborn socks. These I got from Timber Yarns. So they are on the Timber Yarns website. So what I do is for the really tiny babies, I do it this way. But when I go to the bigger ones, I do it this way and use that as the foot.
Oh, so, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So those ones, that size is actually, that's for the babies that are almost turning 1. And then the other way is for Oliver, who's just almost 2 weeks. So that way you
very fresh.
That's right. So that way you can use them both ways. So, okay. That's it for me for finishes.
Deb's asking how you block socks without the sock blockers. I don't know. The sock blakers make it so easy. They really do. Yeah. They're just perfectly shaped for the foot. You can make your own.
Yeah. There's templates. If you do a Google search, there are templates, and just print off the template. You can actually then just even cut it out of like a hard piece of cardboard, or
I found some plastic placemats once upon a time at the dollar store that were like really firm, and that worked great as well before I had sock blockers. But yeah.
But if you only have cardboard or something, then if you do cut it out, then just wrap some like plastic wrap around it if you're going to put a wet sock on it.
Tinfoil would work really well too,
so it doesn't soak into the sock. But yeah, these sock blockers. Okay, so these are sock blockers that my son-in-law actually made for me. So they actually do say, it might be backwards there, but they actually do say knits and pieces on them.
Yeah, very nice.
And so this is specifically for kids. So there I've got the one that's actually for Isla's foot there. But when I did Molly's, I had them on this one. And then when I did Penelope's, I had them on that very first one. So what happens with this is where I go to the Craft Yarn Council, and then I take the measurement from Craft Yarn Council, and then I measure this, or put this in to where I get the measurement from the heel to the toe that says what it is on the Yarn Council.
Very nice.
So this pretty much will fit like kids from about a size 8 or 9 up to probably like probably actually almost to my size, other than this wouldn't be wide enough. So.
Very nice. Okay. So firstly, I'll talk about it. Some other people have mentioned some other ideas that you could use for sock blockers. Susan says foam cardboard, template plastic, duct tape around the cardboard. Susan said that she made mitten blockers that way. What else did we have in there?
I just want to say that Videk says she got a pair of socks added right after we showed her how to do it. Yay! Yay!
Well, okay. Well, I also wanted to show this too, because Kim's been busy doing the sock math for us. She says that we have created 75,980,000 stitches in 3,799 pairs of socks based on 20,000 stitches per pair
sock.
of
That's
socks.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's big math. That is big knitting math right there. Thank you, Kim.
Okay, and it's Belinda. So anybody that's watching, it's Belinda that is Vadek.
Oh,
it's always
okay.
hard for us to remember names when we just see the YouTube name. So
okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Next. Were you done? All done? Yeah. Okay. So then I thought, well, I made these. My wrist was actually bothering me a little bit. So I thought I needed to do some crochet instead of some knitting. So I took a little break and I made
Oh, those are cute. Those are cute.
I made some little hats. I purposely hung them so that
Oh, those are cute.
they're so cute. These are so quick and easy to do. I did a blue one. I even found I had these tiny little tags. And we've got a red one. The hardest part was making the pom-pom. I do not like making pom-poms. But I even had these little tags that say handmade. I don't remember where. I'm trying to get that to focus. There we go. They say handmade. I don't even remember where I got. Oh, I do remember where I got them. I think I got these at Elgin Knitworks, these tiny little tags. I'd like to get some more because if I had more of them, I would actually make some of these to give away. And then this is just a little piece of very thin leather cord that I bought at Michael's that I had in my craft supply. But I think they're so stinking cute. I used...
was there a pattern?
There is a pattern. There's inspiration. And I don't remember the person's name. I'm sorry. I put details. I don't even know how I could find it again on Instagram. And she had some cute little pictures. She has an Etsy shop. Yeah, I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I took some inspiration from her. Basically, all you do is that you crochet a rectangle. I use the half double crochet, and then you join it together to make a tube. And then you just gather the stitches at the top, flip up the bottom. That's it. They were so cute. And then I just used a tiny little pom-pom maker. These are 1.5-inch poms, and then I trimmed them down. The yarn that I used, this was some leftover, it's worsted weight that I used as well. This was leftover from Miles' sweater. So this is Oats in the Barocco vintage. Okay. And these are both Wool of the Andes knit picks. And this one's Firecracker Red, Heather, and this one, I cannot remember the name of this one. I didn't have it labeled in my stash, but I just thought they were really cute. You could use them to hang on the tree. You could tie them to a little gift for somebody to use for something else. But I just thought they were cute. You know, you were busy making all the Christmas balls, and I thought I had to show something that could hang on a tree. So you said
it was double crochet?
Half double crochet.
Oh, half double crochet. Okay.
Yes. There you go. So
Very
that's
cute.
my second finish.
Okay. That's it for finishes. So yeah, it would. Haley said it would be cute on the top of a bottle, a wine bottle.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that would be cute.
That would be super cute. Way to go, Haley. Yeah, they would be perfect for that too. They would be. Yeah, so cute. All right.
Okay.
Little things that bring us joy.
That's right. Whips. Do you have any whips?
Oh, I've got lots of those. Yeah.
I have 5, 6, 7. Okay, 5,
2,
8,
3, 4. I have only 4 that I'm going to talk about tonight.
Okay. Well, 5 of mine are the same thing. So really, that's only 4. Okay, so you go first.
Okay. Well, how about we both do our Gnanas, because we've got...
Well, that's going to take forever. How about we leave that till last?
Okay. We'll leave that to the end. All right. Well, I'll show this then. Because since I finished the other socks, I thought I'd better pick something else up. And I am working on the Barbara socks by Summer Lee. So that's the first one done. And I had just cast on the second one. So I put in a few pattern repeats. There's nothing fabulous to show here yet, but I will show you the pattern again just because it's such a pretty pattern. I love the detail of that stitch, that lace. It's just an 8-row repeat. It is really pretty. And I want to get these finished because I really want to wear these. So these are for me. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I am also working on my last pair of adult socks, and I do have one done. And that was, I was going to say, before I showed this picture before, I was going to say, okay, if you don't want to see a bandaged foot, don't look. But apparently I already showed everybody anyway. So I will just show you now because I've got one done. I don't really have to finish another one because I won't be able to
That's
wear
right. You can't wear it anyway.
So these are my In the Golden Hall. This is a pattern by Claire Ellen, and this is in my Lord of the Rings socks for Christmas 2024. And I do have a picture of what the actual sock looks like. So this is, it's got really nice details both down the front and the back of the sock and down along the side of the sock. So I have finished one. So there's the one all finished. And this is done in Emma's Yarn Practically Perfect Sock in the colorway October 2023. And it's an absolutely beautiful yarn. But I'll show you it on a foot. And there we go. And it actually almost matches my bandage, although I got it changed today and it's a different bandage now. But it actually doesn't look that bad as a matching pair. So if everybody else has their socks on, I will have my one sock on. But I am really gonna try hard to get both socks finished. So yeah, so I'm almost ready to do my Christmas mantle with all the socks hanging up.
Yes.
And I'll get Ross on that, but because he'll have to do it. So, but yeah, it was a fun pattern. This one is probably the smallest of all the socks because I only wear like a lady size 6, and all of my girls are from an 8.5 to a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems funny when I do this. I think, oh, it's not big enough, but then I tried it on and it's fine. So it's good.
Haley says you're missing a hat on your toes. That's what you need. Just make yourself a hat.
That is so funny that you could say that because I honestly was going to knit a little one and put a jingle bell on it.
So they always know where you are in the house.
That's right. That's right. So,
too funny.
Maybe I will before Saturday.
There you go. Well, they're very quick. Yeah. Very quick. Okay. So the next thing that I have, I started this too. I'm not very far along on it, but let me pull the banner up for you. I am working on, oh, and I meant to grab the other socks to show you, but sorry. Anyway, the Elwood to make a sweater for Miles. And so this is a little cardigan. Noelle's already done a couple of them, but I really wanted to do one for Miles. This is what I have done so far. Doesn't look like much yet. I've got 2 of the stripes done, and yes, they are a different color. So there's like a dungaree blue and a navy blue, and then the next color that's coming in is this. Is it cayenne? Maybe cayenne
or chili pepper. I can't remember.
I don't want to.
Is it the same color that I did?
I'm not sure if it is or not.
Maybe it's not. I think mine was called chili pepper.
Okay, well then maybe it is chili pepper, but
I could be totally wrong. So.
By my calculations, I think there's going to be 6 colored stripes, so that means there should be 2 of each one, and then the button band and the collar will be this color gray, which I think is called smoke. And I'm using the Barocco Vintage, which is again a worsted weight yarn, and it's super wash and it's lovely to work with. It's very, very soft. This is on a 4.5 millimeter needles. And I did I don't know, did you do a provisional cast on or did you just cast on for your neck?
I just cast on.
Julia's saying it's paprika. I think you're right, Julia. Maybe it's that. So I cast on using a provisional, and I'm going to pick those stitches up, but I cast on using one of the little cord keepers, the barber cord. So it's very, very easy to do. This is a quick little Laura Nelkin trick that I learned, casting on the cord keeper, and then the stitches are just sitting there live, ready to pick up. So yeah. So I started this yesterday. As I said, I don't have very much done on it, but hopefully by next week, I'll have more to show.
Okay. My next is my Craigmore vest by Beth McDonald Stone. So I'll just put a picture of it in here. So this is a test knit for Beth McDonald Stone. I don't think it's going to be released until January. I'm hoping to have mine done so that I can wear it for Christmas because mine's in a really deep red color. So here is mine. And I did try it on. So it's actually at the point now where I just have to do one more repeat of this big cable, and then I'll be at the ribbing because it's got 3 inches of ribbing. So, but I'm really, really liking it. I did try it on because it looks small like this because of all the ribbing, but I tried it on and it actually fits perfectly. Plus I know it's going to open up a little bit once it gets
blocked. Yes.
But yeah, so it's been really fun. So I think I am going to leave the armholes just like this. I liked where they came to when I tried it on, because in the pattern, there's the option of leaving it like this. You've got a little nice finished edge, or you can pick up stitches around the armholes and do like about 1 inch of a band. So it does have that around the neck, but I'm hoping that I'll have that done by next week. Hoping.
It's beautiful stitch definition too.
It really is.
Really
this
nice.
Is the BC Garn Loch Lomond. And this color is, I don't know if it says on here if there's a color name. Doesn't have the name, it just has a color number. So it's LL011. There's the band. I think it's actually called Merlot or Shiraz. I think it's got some kind of a wine name, but it feels kind of like a Shetland wool. But let me see what the composition is here. It just says 100% wool. It's a non-superwash. It is a little bit, I don't know if you can see in there, but it is a little bit tweedy. It's got some little tweedy flecks, but not the kind that you feel like you want to pull out. There's some that are blue. There's some that are like a creamy color. There's some that are almost like a pink, but just really, really subtle. So nothing that interrupts the stitch pattern showing up with the yarn. So, okay. And you're next.
I was laughing earlier. Alice said that if you knit a hat for your toes, you could call it a toe cozy.
There you go. To cover up my toe pros, because that's what they call the little pins that they put in the toes.
Toe pros. I still think you should keep those for stitch markers after.
No, those aren't the toe pros. Those are, I know, they're huge. Anyway, they could be earrings.
Could be. They could be. Okay, so the next one I have my Gnanas. Is that what I?
Okay. Don't you have one more? You showed the Barbara sock.
Barbara sock.
The Elwood.
The Elwood. I think that's all I've been actively knitting on.
Oh, I thought you said you had 4.
I think I was counting both Gnanas.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the next one that I'm doing, because again, we need to add more things to the list of things that we have to get done.
Why not?
So the next one is called Inside Cat by Anna Rauschevek. And I do have a picture right here. So it's a little, I call them flat cat. It's a little cat. It's a little cat bookmark. So I thought that the kids should maybe have some of those, because the older kids are starting to read chapter books now. So it's kind of nice to have a bookmark to put in it.
Carrie made one already, and she brought it to the coffee shop a few weeks ago.
Oh, of these?
I was just smitten with it. Absolutely smitten. It's so cute.
So he's not done yet. I still have to do his little arms and his little legs, but his body's done. His little face is done. And I have a bunch of the safety eyes. I just used the little safety eyes for his eyes and one in there for his nose, and then put the little whiskers. But I think I'm going to do a little bow to go around his neck too.
Oh, I think you should.
Yes. Because, why not add something else in there that you need to get done.
To it. Yes.
But these are so cute. And these are, this is done in my leftover from somebody's socks. So this is the Firefly Haven Mabel sock. So, and that's just the leftovers of that. So it's a free pattern, and it basically starts off with an I-cord for his tail, and then you knit up in garter stitch for his body. I think I did a few rows less because this sock yarn is quite thick, and I find holding it together, 2 strands together, is quite thick and giving me more length here. Then when you get up here, they actually work it so that you divide your stitches up onto 2 needles and then start in the round for the head portion. And then the little ears are made and then sewn on. And then I've got little eye cords to make for the arms and the legs. And I will sew those on. And then I'll do some sort of a little bow tie or some sort of thing to go on for his neck there. So I need to get.
You could just stitch if you don't want to knit the bow tie. What you could do is just take a little length of like the fine ribbon, the very, very narrow ribbon, and just stitch it in the middle and then tie the bow. That would be really cute.
So, but anyway, so those are really cute and super cute little stocking stuffers.
Very cute.
So, okay. I didn't realize that a Carrie had made one. See everything I'm missing not being at the knitting shop or not being at the coffee shop.
Yes. Yeah, it was so cute. It was adorable.
Yeah.
They also had they made sock monkeys. Carrie and Julia did the sock monkey class. And
I don't have time for that before.
Julia's making a second one, and Carrie had hers. Like Julia finished her first one. We already saw that one. And then this week, Carrie brought hers, and adorable. Absolutely adorable.
Okay. Okay, so now my last one is all the same. Yours is all the same.
All the Gnanas.
And that's our Gnanas.
So, okay. Oh, I can't switch back again. I was going to put up the picture and say, because I still had there we go, that. Okay. So I was going to say, if you are knitting the Gnana Mystery Gnome and you're not caught up to all of the clues and you don't want to be spoiled, look away just for a few minutes. Okay. So this is we're talking about the Gnana Gnome Mystery Knit Along by Sarah Shira, who is Imagine Landscapes. And we bought our kits from Timber Yarns and fell down a deep, deep rabbit hole of gnomes.
Yep.
So we decided that we didn't need just one Gnana. We needed multiple Gnanas, but let's show on our very first Gnanas where are we at this point in time.
Okay, my very first one has her little, I'm assuming it's a hooded cape.
I think it is safe to assume that it is now definitely a hooded cape. I think we can all agree. Yes, very cute. And then this is my first Gnana cape. And this is the gingerbread color from Timber Yarns and her red color. So I've blocked mine out using my olive oil dispenser that sits beside the stove. So it's a tall bottle with the spout on it. And I just wrapped a tea towel around it to get that sort of shape. And then I sprayed this down a little bit and tucked it on there. So there's Nana's little cape.
I just steamed mine with an iron.
And then the next, well, not the next clue, because the clues are like a little far in between. So for us anyway, so we decided to make multiple Gnanas because I thought Miles would really like a Gnana. So do we want to show all the capes?
I thought we were showing one of everything we had.
Okay. Yep. Let's do that then. So then we had to knit something that we didn't know what it was. This was another mystery piece. And I think now we can assume that it is a hat.
I'm thinking, I don't know what else it could be.
I think it's a hat because today I attached the body to it.
I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I still have to do
this. We're increasing this out. So I'm assuming this is Nana's little body. Because when we knit
the same color as the hat.
That's what the clue says. I followed the clue.
I mean, I'm going to follow the clue, but I didn't know what this was till we got it done. So who knows? Anyway.
Yeah. So I think it's a hat that sits on top of Nana's body.
Yeah.
And I was confused about the hat because I thought if Gnana has a hood, why does she need a hat? But Noelle said it's very cold where Gnana lives. Maybe she needs, but I also think, I don't know why, like I did the required number of rows and my hat is a lot longer than my hood because it's 80.
Oh yeah, so's mine.
All right. So I don't really
But maybe she doesn't have her hood up. Maybe she just has her hood down.
I don't know.
Anyway, Okay, so
And-
mine still has to get that today's done because I was busy catching up on the other on my other Gnanas.
Okay.
So
Well, we still don't know what Gnana looks like.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that was number 1.
So then Noelle decided to do 5 Gnanas. So that
That's right.
she's doing one for each family.
I am. I'm not doing 7 because that's just ridiculous. So I'm only doing 5. So my second one is also timber yarns, and it's in the same colorway that Kelly's had, but I've done my first the little cape here. I've done it in the opposite colors. You did yours with the gold as the main. I did mine with the red as the main.
Okay.
And then my hat is green.
Okay. Joy thinks it's a dragon. I don't know. Does she have to fight a dragon on the way to the longest night? I only have limited yarn. I don't know about that, Joy.
Anyway, so there's number 2.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So then my next one, I decided to do, I had some leftover yarn from Louie and Lola from the socks that I did. I haven't done the hat and the body yet in this one because the color that I wanted to do that in is this. And since the body's not finished in this one yet, I don't know if I have enough to do that. So I've got her cape done. And once I figure out what that next piece is, I might have to switch some things up. I have some alternative yarn that I could use, but this is the cape.
Oh, that's pretty. That's cute.
For Gnana number 2. So this is the one I think that I will keep because I decided that Miles needed to have not just his own Gnana, but he needed to have a Pappy gnome as well. So the colors that I swapped out from Timber Yarn, I'm going to be making a gnome, the one out of the gnome book that looks the most like Pappy. And so that Miles has a set that can keep watch over him at Christmas until Gigi and Pappy actually get there. So yeah, that's my cape for my second one. This was so fun to do too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of knitting in that cape.
There is a lot of knitting. Yes, there is. The hat too. The hat, because it was a little bit fiddly once your point got quite small, right?
So here's my third cape. So this is a little bit different yarn. I'm actually not sure what yarn this is. This was yarn that Irene gave to me that in Chicago that she was going to do a burracowl with, but decided not to and said, here, take this. so it's working out perfectly for these Gnanas. So this is like a pretty gold color, but it's a little warmer gold than the other. And then a kind of a burgundy red. And the hat to go with this one is this.
How are you keeping them straight?
So there's the hat. It's done for this one.
Very
so
cute.
There's number 3. Okay. And then number 4 is this one.
Oh,
so
I like that one too.
This one is a darker green with
a really moody gnome. Yes.
Yes, this is a moody gnome. This is a moody Gnana. Okay. So this is a moody Gnana. So this is what this one's going to be. But then she has this hat.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
To go with. So that's number, what was that, 4?
Yes.
And then this is number 5. So this is, again, the yarn that Irene gave me. So it's like a mossy green with this blue. And then I haven't finished the hat for this one yet. That's where I'm at. The hat to go with this one is going to be this kind of burgundy red color. And I'm telling you, this Gnana is knackered from doing all this. And that's knackered with a K, with a G.
With a G.
K.
A G and a K, yes. Robin's asking if we're going to buy extra glasses. Done, Robin. I already ordered them and I bought a pack of 20, so I split those with Noelle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Julie. I'm a gnarly Gnana. A gnarly knackered Gnana.
Snow Baby has made 40 of her gnomes. Wow. Okay, you have a Dauncey. You definitely have a Dauncey.
Yep.
Yes.
That's right. That's right, Kim. Knackered just like that.
Yes. So I will have, Marg says I could have made a wicked Gnana. Yes. I saw that this week, Marg. It was amazing. You're right. Those colors would be amazing too. Mm-hmm. So this is the colors that are going to go into the Pappy gnome. I'm going to be using these 3 colors so that he coordinates
Okay.
with Gnana, right? And these are from Timber Yarns as well. So yeah, I'm having so much fun. But you're right.
I was actually wondering if next year's would be the Nandad, because they talked about the Nandad in the stories. I mean, I know these stories because I had to read each of them 5 times. So,
did you make the pie?
I have to make 5. Anyway,
Victoria,
I
do think it would be a great travel project. Victoria's traveling to England in January. I think it would be really a great project because I've been having so much fun. I keep mine.
It is fun.
Excuse me. I keep mine in this little basket. And I just like to have this little project sitting around. Excuse me. I've been seeing on Instagram lots of people that are assembling these baskets to knit out of, like a basket of socks to keep with them through the season or whatnot. And I've been really drawn to that. So I have this little Gnana basket, and then I just grab this so I can keep Miles' sweater next to me. And yeah, so I'm starting to really embrace the little baskets. Yes, Becky, I did get them on Amazon.
Yes, and I know that unfortunately for some people, their shipment for knitting their Gnanas has been stuck in the mail. But if you've got the pattern and you've got leftovers, like really you only need like 20 grams of 4 colors to put together. And, you know, you could do that one now. And then when your actual kit comes, you could actually do another one then, or set it aside and do another one next year. But, you know, like if you've got like little bits of leftovers, like just, you can put almost any colors together and I think it would look good. So,
I don't think Gnana is quite a fashion plate. I really think that lots of little woodland creatures, the cute part about them.
She needs to be warm.
She needs to be warm. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So
okay.
Okay. That's pretty much what I've been knitting. So
all the Gnanas. Yes.
I'm just waiting for that hat clue when it came out. I was actually caught up. I had all the 5 capes and the hat clue came out and it's like, oh man, 5 of these.
Well, the reason I haven't started the Pappy Gnome yet is because I wanted to see, and I think we were given a tiny bit of a giveaway clue. I wanted to see how tall Gnana is because I wanted, like, I have several options. So I bought Sarah Shira's book, which is the Gnomes of Grimblewood. And I
thought it should have been Nimblewood, but I know it's Grimblewood, but I thought it should have been Nimblewood.
I thought it was Nimblewood. I think I made that slip up recently, but anyway, I bought that book and there are 8 gnomes in there. So I wanted to find one that is going to be like size ratio to Gnana. But in today's photo, if anybody noticed, or maybe was it yesterday's photo, it shows a little picture of Gnana from the rear view and she's in her cape. And this looks like the entire height of Gnana. You can see that she's on the ground. So I don't know. Maybe the hat is
her hat could be. No,
it may not be for her.
Her hat could be folded down.
It might not even be for her. Somebody else said it could be another little mini gnome because last year's mystery had 2 gnomes.
That's not mini. There's going to be an awful lot of knitting if there's another gnome to do here.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see.
But her hat could be down inside the cape.
It could be. Yes, it could be. I guess we'll find out.
Right? And then you might have the choice of putting her hood down or up. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
There's so many people in here with much more experience because Wendy is saying one year there were 2 gnomes and the one little one sat in the big one's backpack.
Yes.
And
I know, but I'm just saying that's still a pretty big head.
It is. But as I said, today, it looks like
maybe she's going to fill that with presents that she's taking with her to the longest night.
I don't know. I mean, her cape is open. She needs a body, right? There has to be a body.
Have a body.
Yep. So that's why I was thinking maybe you were right that this is her little hat and this is going to be her body.
Someone said maybe this is a Christmas tree. No, because we're attaching her body to it now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Joy.
6 inches. 6 inches.
Now we know that Kelly did not read the pre-info. Gnana is 6 inches tall. Okay. So that's good because now I can decide which one that I want to make the Pappy Gnome out of and I can get to knitting. Yes. Okay. Fun stuff. fun stuff. When do we have the gnomes done? Apparently on the 21st. And there is something to enter if you so choose and you want to be in the running for some prizes. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It has been fun.
I ridiculously wait and I keep checking in case
I
my phone
know,
did an update.
I know.
At 8:00, I start watching and watching and watching, refreshing my phone to see.
And
if
it
the
was
clue
really
came in.
late one morning. It was really late.
Well, she had a snowstorm and she actually had to shovel. So.
Anyways,
yeah,
well,
I'm pretty sure she had bigger things on her mind than us sitting around waiting for our gnome clue.
So anyway, hopefully we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll be caught up by next week.
Yes. Okay, but now Marina says the cape is longer than 6 inches. Well, you're not wrong, Marina. I'm wondering if it's her
but with her hood down, it might be.
I don't know. See, I really thought it looked cute with the hood down. Like I like the way that looks.
But you're talking the top of it down. I'm talking about the whole hood down.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, if that just went around.
Right.
Like
and then her hat could be still up.
But in the picture.
Yeah, but we don't have everything done in that picture.
I know. It looked like this. I don't know. So many life's mysteries. I'm telling you. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, maybe we should talk about our knit-alongs.
Let's do that.
If you're doing this could go in our Advent knit-along.
It could.
Gnana.
All of them could.
Yes. Open. Yeah. So these are the knit-alongs that we have going on. We have our year-long sock make-along. So that means anytime you finish a pair of socks, you just put them in. We draw prizes at the end of every month. We draw both a pattern prize and a sock yarn prize. And we draw back to the beginning of this year. And so the more pairs you get entered, the more chances you have to win. Okay.
I'm laughing at Paige. Paige says, you two are like little kids trying to figure out what's in a wrapped gift.
No kidding.
I know. I feel like I'm putting way too much time and effort into my thought processes around Gnana, but I've never done anything like this before, and it's ridiculously exciting for me.
Well,
anyway.
I'm still gonna say I'm still putting bets that it's a hat because I'm thinking it's pretty cold and she has a long journey. She needs a hat and a hood.
It sure seems like a hat. Yes, it sure seems like a hat.
So.
Okay. Adventalong. Speaking of Adventalong, we are nearing the end of the Adventalong. This is where you were supposed to work on something Adventy throughout the year, or it can be throughout the month as well. We have the finished object thread open now in our Ravelry group. So if you have finished an Advent project and you haven't got it into the finished object yet, please do that to be eligible for the prizes. We did draw earlier this year for the first 3 quarters. We drew from the chatter thread, but for the final grand prize, we will be drawing that on December 31st from the finished object thread.
Yep.
Yes. Well, we'll actually draw it into the new year because you have until December 31st to get your finished objects in there.
Yes. And we also have the Unselfish Knitter Make-Along, which goes from October the 1st to December 31st. So in this one, you're making an item that you're going to give away. So if you're making your Gnana and you're giving her away, that would count. Yes. If you made Advent socks and you're going to give them away, you could then enter that in the sock make-along, the Advent knit-along, and the Unselfish Knitter knit-along.
Who doesn't love a triple dipper?
So for the Unselfish Knitter, just make something that you're either giving to charity or giving to somebody else. Doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas, just something that you're knitting or making that's for somebody else. And the requirement there was you need to use a minimum of 50 grams of yarn.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for the make-along update. So
Sarah said she finally finished her entry for the Unselfish Knitter Make-Along, and he wore it to work today. And I know it is the sweater that you speak of that was so nice you knit it twice. So Sarah is tenacious. If I would not have it in me to take something out and then reknit it again like that. I admire you for that. Absolutely, I do. Okay.
So did you buy anything this week?
No.
You bought glasses. We bought glasses.
We bought glasses. And you know what? It's a really good thing I did, because if this is Nana's hat and Nana's body, the glasses that I had were black, and that will not work. So I will have to switch over to the gold glasses for Nana. But okay. What about you?
Okay. I actually did. So, of course, I added more things to what I'm going to make for Christmas. So I talked Ross into taking me out on Saturday, where I had to sit in the back seat with my foot up on the back of the car. But I used my
Ross was driving Miss Daisy.
He was. I was using my I have this leg. It's called an eye walk that I can wear, but it's cumbersome, but at least I can get out a little bit. So he took me to Michael's and he took me to Country Yarns. So I wanted another ball of West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas, because I thought I wasn't going to have enough to do Zoe's, but I actually do have enough to do hers with the leftover, if I do shorties, with the leftover vintage tinsel. But I kind of wanted this color because I thought it was really pretty.
I love that color.
So this color is called Yule, and it makes the most gorgeous Christmas balls because it comes out all almost looking like a Fair Isle sweater. So this is called, it's called Yuletide. And again, this is West Yorkshire Spinners. This one's got glitter in it. So I want to get a bauble made in that right away, just so I can see what it looks like. And then the hat that I made Penelope 2 years ago, she loves so much. She wears it all the time. She won't wear a new one. She likes that style with the ear flaps coming down. Yeah. So all I did was get another ball at Michael's this is Wool Ease Thick and Quick. And I make her that serendipity hat that's got little ear flaps on it. And it just has little I-cord ties on it. So she just kind of wears it with it stays on her head over here and you don't have to have it on. And she loves it. She wears it to daycare. So it's like, it looks pretty pilly, like she needs a new one. So I thought I'd make a new one of those and put it in her stocking. And of course, then I want to make hats for the other babies. And there's only 2 weeks. So I need to get knitting, but
okay.
But that is all I bought.
Did you order a mohair?
Not yet.
You were supposed to order it on Monday.
Well, I didn't.
I was hoping to have it before I left. Oh, well.
So,
okay.
Okay.
I wanted to mention this. This is important. If you are triple dipping in our Makealongs on Ravelry, there is something that it's a little tiny thing that you do need to be aware of, because we've received comments from a few people that if they try to put it in the same entry in multiple giveaways, then they get flagged or it won't enter or there's an error message. So I think what you just have to do is change up the wording. Like if you're putting in a finished object, just make sure that the picture that you attach to the entry the wording is different. So don't, like for instance, if you were entering Nana in 3 things, don't put in the same picture and say Nana in all 3 entries. That will get caught and it will say that you're spamming on Ravelry. So put in the picture and this is my Nana entry for this one, or say something different each time.
Yeah, say Nana Gnome knit in timber yarns, Nana Gnome knit in sock leftovers. Just
yes.
Change up the wording a little bit. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to change it too much.
No, just change it up a little bit so that it doesn't get flagged by the Ravelry.
Police.
I was going to say the Ravelry police, but I'm pretty sure nobody is sitting there being the Ravelry police. It is some type of an algorithm that's catching it and saying, hey, you're entering the same thing in a bunch of things. That's not going to fly. So just change up your wording so that you don't get flagged, because we want you to enter in all the things.
Yeah. And Bonnie wanted to know if she can put her circular sock machine socks in the Unselfish. Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
You can also put them in the sock thread too. So
yes. Julie is wondering if Nana could have a cat in a hat. I don't know. Joy does not think that this is Nana because the hat and the body wouldn't be the same color, but she could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we will not find out this answer tomorrow, Joy, because typically the way the knit along has been going is that every day is not a knitting clue. You get a knitting clue and then you get like a story day or a recipe day or something else. And I don't know. As I said, this is the most fun I've had for a small amount of dollars in a very long time.
Well, I know at first when I was just doing one, I was kind of disappointed. Like, I want something to knit every single day. And then I was
Which
doing
is
five.
why
I'm
we
like,
decided to do multiples.
I know, but now I'm doing 5. I'm like, oh, let it be just a reading day. Let it be just a reading day.
Well, I'm excited because I don't think I've ever been ahead of Noelle in anything for knitting. So I'm actually a tiny little step ahead.
Okay, well, I'm not going to bed tonight till that's done.
Okay. We had this question earlier, and I think it did pop up last week as well. So I wasn't going to mention it, but we will address it now. So Mary Ruth wants to know if I will be doing the slideshow of the pajama party viewers. Short answer to that this year is no. I will not be here. I'm leaving earlier to go away to see my family for Christmas. And it does take a considerable amount of time to put that together. And I love doing it. I love viewing it. I love seeing all of our viewers together in their PJs. But the short answer to that, this year, time is not going to permit it, because in the 2 weeks that I will be there, we will actually be doing 3 podcasts. And that's already quite a bit. So not this year, but that does not mean it will not resurface next year. But please feel free to,
well, we could maybe
do a
Christmas. We could do a Christmas in July.
We could do a Christmas in July. Yes. Yes. I have a lot more time in the summer.
That's right. At that point, we have more time. We're not all getting ready so that might be a good time to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Or if you were on Instagram and you want to take a picture of yourself in your PJs knitting, post it on there and tag us.
Yeah.
Yeah, tag us. We would love to see it. And I'm trying to think how else we could see pictures of you. Email us a picture. If you want us to see a picture of you in your PJs, email us a photo. Let me pull up the banner. The names at the bottom are where you'll find us on Instagram, by the way. I'm the Tangled Stitch. Noelle is Noelle's Knits and Pieces. And if you feel so inclined to email us, that would be knitsandpiecespodcast@gmail.com. This is where you send your information if you've won a prize. It's also where you can send any questions to us, or just basically anything that you want to be brought to our attention. This is where you find us. So, but as I said, Instagram is where I'm most socially active, and feel free to reach out on there as well. Send me a DM. Okay. Isabel is saying, could we open a thread and post the pictures on Ravelry? I was thinking that I was going to say that actually, as we were talking about it. I was going to say, why don't we open a thread? But I'm just wondering, they would have to post a picture to a project, I guess.
Yes.
Of themselves in a pajamas, and then they can add it into the group.
Yep.
I'm happy to do that. Let's do that. I will open a thread in Ravelry. We'll call it Show Us Your PJs or something. And yes, because I really did enjoy doing that. But as I said, it's just this year, the time, it's just not going to permit me to do that. So,
well, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? And then open that thread so people can put pictures of in their pajamas. And then at the pajama party, we can actually draw a prize from it.
Oh,
or just before it, we could draw a prize from it, and we can have a prize for, not for the best pajamas, because we're just everybody's pajamas are great, just so that we can, I don't know, give a prize to someone because you guys all participated.
Yeah, let's do that. For sure. We have quite a number of prizes too for that PJ party. So I'm happy to do that. So I will open that thread after the podcast finishes tonight. Oh my goodness, Cheryl, hello from Japan. Hello from Japan. What time is it in Japan? I'm sure Sarah probably knows. I don't know. Okay.
And Jennifer, the pattern for the ear flap hat is called Serendipity.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, and Sonia says, thanks for letting us.
10:30 a.m. in Japan.
Okay, so it is tomorrow. Or is it behind? No, it's tomorrow. Okay. I
don't know what day it is, so it doesn't matter.
Lynn says she's not knitting a gnome, but she's having so much fun listening to all the gnome excitement. And Sonia says, thanks for letting us know how to post. Those of us that are not tech savvy. She has entered 2 of her 19 pairs. Thanks for keeping. Okay, get those other 17 pairs in there, Sonia. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I think we've come to the end of our little
Yeah,
evening. Hour and
I have to
15
go.
minutes. We are right
I
on
have to
schedule.
go
How's your foot
back.
holding up?
I have it down today, so it's time to sit up.
Okay. All
But
right.
yeah, I need to go back to the couch and work on gnomes.
Yes, clearly you do. Definitely. All right. And I'll just be here waiting for the next gnome. Well, no, I could get working on my pappy gnome. And I know I can't knit this for my second gnome until I figure out what my total weight is in that. So, okay. Anyway. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So
Have the
thanks
best
for
week.
joining us. Yeah, have
Yeah.
the best
Have the
week.
best week.
If you're knitting on your gnomes, have fun with them. If you're whatever you're knitting, have fun with it. Make sure you're enjoying it. And even though I say I'm stressed, I'm really not stressed. I'm having fun knitting all this. And what I get done, and what I don't, I don't. That's all there is to it. So yeah, so enjoy your week. And again,
Okay.
thank you enough for joining us.
Yes. Kay says this is the best Tuesday she's had in a long time. Well,
Oh,
we
yay.
are so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
absolutely. Have the best week. Have
Yeah.
fun. Do not stress out. Do not stress out over
No.
Christmas. Do not stress out over things to be done. Just have a little bit of knitting fun every day.
Yep.
Do what brings you joy.
Yep.
Yeah, just take a deep breath.
Yep. Okay. So take care, everybody. We will see you next week on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Happy knitting.
Different time zones again, though. For you and I, not for everybody else, just for you and I.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care. Happy knitting.
Yep. Bye.